Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be MARU and Solar from DreamHack 2025. Woo! Big sneeze there. Had to mute. Gonna have to mute again. Goodness, what is going on? Top left is going to be Magannatha's MARU. Bottom right is going to be Magannatha's Solar. From the Falcons clan, apparently. Falcon Solar. Hey, I started my own StarCraft 2 clan. Apparently, without myself knowing. Alright, man. So we've got Solar and MARU here from DreamHack. It is Magannatha. You can destroy this cooling tower here. Then it will destroy the Zelnaga Watchtower by rolling onto it. And then the debris needs to be destroyed so you can mine from this gold base with 2 Vespene geysers. I've never seen it done in a professional game, but maybe today is the day. All right, everything's fine. Looking good. Are we going to go 2 racks? We are. We're going to go 2 racks here, MARU. 2 racks with the gas. Going to be a little bit of a Reaper pressure here on Solar. Solar went 16 hatch, 18 gas, and then what looks like a 17 pool. And there it be. There it be, lads. Awesome and excellent. So, Overlord, scouting for proxies. Not going to find that, but it will be some pressure. A little bit more than usual with the 1 racks expand timing in a TVZ these days. Going to be the multiple Reaper opening here. That just puts a little bit more pressure on the Zerg. He's used to it by now, but let's see how he handles it. Reaper 1 and Reaper 2. Thing 1 and Thing 2 on the way here. Excellent. Everything's looking great from these openings from both players. Solar is always just a little bit outside, right? A little bit outside the Elite Zerg player rankings. He did actually manage to win. Wait. Oh, now I'm gaslighting myself. Did he actually win a GSL? Did he get over the hump and I just completely forgot about it? Because, you know, that's what we do sometimes. Oh, he's not actually getting that. He doesn't have the resources for it. He goes for queens. He goes for speed. He goes for an overlord. Reaper shows up. Doing what Reapers do. And really wants a drone kill here, but a little bit of HP regeneration there. The second one pops in now. And now Solar knows what he's dealing with. Third base is coming in. That's cool. Not worried about it. Yeah, if you have enough Reapers, you can actually kill a hatchery that's coming up, which, you know, hilariously, they're so bad against buildings. You remember back in Wings of Liberty when Reapers had an anti-building attack that was insanely powerful and, like, all you ever needed was Reapers in the early game? Oh, yeah, that was great. That was good. He did! 2023 GSL Season 3 in 2023. He won a GSL defeating Gumio. Good, man. And he's going to get this. Oh, MARU forces a cancel on the hatch speed. Come on. We need you. Oh, this is looking so bad. There's another cancel. These Reapers. Speed is done. Uh-oh. Reaper surrounds now possible now. KDA Church is trying to get those dudes out of it if they can. One Reaper goes down. Another one goes down. And Reaper hops into the main base for a scout. Doesn't intend to get much done here, I imagine. But all 3 Reapers are dead except for this guy right here. He's sitting on this little mid-ground, which is terrible. It is so strong. And he finally dies, too. Yeah, this little middle area here. I cast a game featuring, who was that? Shin and Clem. And Clem was abusing that thing like crazy. Ooh, but then canceling Stim is a nice little win on the other side here. Hellions going to pop out. They're not quite there yet, but he's happy to cancel Stim. That's a win. That's a huge denial. His third base is going to be late, and he's, you know, Stim's going to be way late now. You got to rebuild the tech lab. Got to restart the upgrade, and the Lings are probably going to jump on it again. But the Hellions are like, no, 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 no. Yeah, do we want to attack that guy? Nice little positioning on the old Hellion there. Loving that. Liking it quite a bit. So, what do we got? What's the follow-up going to be here from Falcon's Solar? Third CC, sub 3 minutes, probably. Maybe closer to 3:30, but, you know, it's fast anyway. Zelnaga Watchtowers are being held here by Solar. Big fan of that. Lings popping out, trying to see what they can see. The answer is not much. Not much to see here. Hellions on the cruise out, as they are wont to do. They don't want to fight queens. They want to kill creep tumors. That's kind of what they're all about here. Killing lings would also be pretty friggin' awesome. When's the last time we saw Blue Flame Hellions in a pro match? They're just so good. They're so good against somebody who's trying to go a lot of lings and queens, right? Their defense is gonna be lings and queens, and those lings just get roasted up by that Blue Flame every single time. There's an armory coming in from MARU. And he's definitely going for the bio here. So that's probably going to be for Widow Mines. Big fan of that. Third base here from MARU. Third base is scouted by the Zergling. Hellions roasted up quite nicely. Baneling Nest is coming in. And Solar, there you go. He needs a fourth base, or he needs to get something done here. And he's not going to get anything done. So we're going to get a fourth. It is 50 to 62 workers. Looking good. Solar's income heavily in favor now. Hellions try to bust in. There you go. Creep tumors die so fast. They are light. They were changed to light 3 or 4 patches ago. And Hellions and Adepts were very happy to see that. That was a great change. Here comes a push at about 6 minutes. Oh, Hellbats. That's what the armory's for. Cool. So Hellbat transformation. Marines. Medivacs can heal all of this stuff. Really strong push at 6.5 minutes. Solar's got Banelings morphing in. 14 of them on creep. They can do okay. Queens doing through the can against the Hellbats. Banelings do get a couple connections there. That's a lot of Banelings. And I don't think this third base is going to die. I think there's enough Zerg, yeah, to shove this back. Transfuse is looking good, and off the creep we go, says MARU. Now, both MARU and Solar are, you know, kind of on the same page, I'd say. Solar, not quite at the height of what MARU can do, but MARU's rarely at the heights he can play at anymore. So I'm curious to see where this game goes from here. Hydroden is on the way. Banelings coming into the scan, recognizing, hey, guess what? We're here, sucker. Nice surround by those lings. See, that's where Blue Flame Hellions would be nice to have, but Blue Flame Hellbat's also pretty cool that way. But Speed Banelings and Queens everywhere. Lair Tech, obviously, because we've got the Speed Baneling upgrade. Hydroden also finishing up here shortly. Are we going to see Lurkers? Infestation Pit gets tossed up. So in that situation, I'd say probably not. Probably not one of those. Ooh, trying to get a base up this way. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful vision here by Solar, recognizing, all right, I want to get this base up. MARU's going to try to kill it. Let's get some Lings and Banes over this way, make sure it doesn't die. Also, I don't know, a Spire with a couple Corruptors would do fairly nicely against these Medivacs, too. Just a thought. Centrifugal Hooks finishing up now. Great timing there. Queen's getting nice shots off. And Lings getting into the unload position. Quite there. No, not quite there yet. Not quite enough. But more Lings come cruising in now. And beautiful setup there. Enough Lings with 1-1 against the 1-1 Marines. And I guess there aren't any Marauders here. That gas went to Medivacs and I guess upgrades and more Medivacs and tanks and stuff. This is good. This is good, good hold here by Solar. I'm liking it very, very much. Hydroling Bane. I mean, I talk about this constantly. I love Hydroling Bane against Terran. Viper Tech's probably coming in here too with the Infestation Pit and the Hive on the way. Lurker Den. Not as big of a fan of Lurkers against Terran just because they've got Siege Tanks, they've got Marauders. Marines trade fairly well against Lurkers too. There's a lot of answers in the Terran arsenal against Lurks. A lot of Banelings coming in, but can they finish in time to save this base? No! It's going to die, so a big counterattack up into the natural base. Getting inside there would be nice. Great surround, wiping out a lot of Marines here in exchange for that hatch. And then as their numbers get whittled down, it's time to pull back. Yeah, Vipers in production. More hatches are on the way. Yeah, Solar trying to take this guy. No! Cancels that one too. Dude, this base denial by MARU is incredible. You get 4 bases, you don't get 5, he says. Amazing stuff. So lurkers on the way. We've got range upgrade for those lurkers too. Big, 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 big fan. Coming down the left side. Queen off creep. How'd you get out here, lady? You're not allowed to be out here on your own. It's not safe. Pretty threatening setup here. Siege tanks on the low ground. Marines covering the front and the back side of those tanks. Well, never mind. Not the back side anymore. He wants that hatch real bad. This is pretty standard TVZ's up. Blinding clouds. Ah, look how much easier it was to break that position because of the blinding cloud. The drop in the main base, taking down the lurker den, denying the adaptive talons upgrade. And they want the hive while they're here. I don't think they're going to get it, though. Adrenal's getting started. Man, it'd be nice if it was already done instead of investing in 2 lurkers. But, you know, the investment went there, and now it's gone. Tragically. It's getting restarted with the lurker den getting replanted. Also, again, a few corruptors would be pretty rad. Yeah, these lurkers, no. Not saving this base. Because these are StarCraft 2 lurkers, not Brood War lurkers. Brood War lurkers could have done it. They are amazing against Marines, but StarCraft 2 lurkers are better against things like siege tanks, marauders. They do better against armored stuff. That is the change that they made. And yeah, just no corruptors at all. I mean, it's well defensed here. Solar's not losing too much more, but losing that lurker den. Pretty strong push. 3-3 versus 2-2 on the upgrade setup here. Banelings don't care about your upgrades as much, but no connections there. Lings try to get in there and surround. No, he tried to save the hatch, but it goes down. No. Dude, MARU's got a 4th base back home behind this. Solar's on 3 bases, trying to get a 4th. Just trying to keep up, man. Even worker count, income favoring MARU because of the mules and because of the death of that base. The drop in the main base getting more work done here. 8 drones have died in total. Not the end of the world here for drone losses, right? We're looking at 16 drones have been killed. Baneling connections. Yes, no, maybe so. God, the micro by MARU. It's just classic. Classic stuff here. Blinding cloud and actually kind of sort of making this thing work a little bit. Couple overlords go down. 154 exactly for both players right now. And Solar retaking this 3 o'clocker. So he holds on to this base. He's taking this one. Again, the Hydroling Bane, I love it because there's no real good targets for ghosts. So it kind of forces MARU to not go into ghosts here, which are really good in this matchup. Yeah, Hygron Lurkers, dead immediately. Slowed, caught, murdered immediately. Hatch goes down. Lurkers are just a waste of cash, man. I don't know why Zerg players use Lurkers in this matchup or against Protoss. It's best in ZVZ, right? It's best in ZVZ without a doubt. This little stuff, this way to use Lurkers I'm okay with. Right, but as direct engagements with massive armies of Marines and Marauders and tanks, no. They're a harassing unit in TVZ. MARU's got a 5th base up here. Yeah, I think Solar is dead here at 13 minutes. He's trying to retake his 4th. His 5th base is rolling. I guess we'll call this a 6th, even though it was only up for about 2 minutes. Who knows what number it was. +2 missile attack on the way from Solar, but that 3-3 has been done here for MARU for a minute. MARU is on the top of his game here, folks. Cloak is on the way for MARU. He is going to get those ghosts. What do you snipe? A Ling, a Baneling, a Hydralisk? Vipers, sure. Vipers are not a bad target for snipes. But everything else here kind of sucks for snipe targets, which is great if you're a Zerg player. Yeah, Vipers sucking HP off of that hatchery at the 3 o'clock. They can throw down some more blinding clouds, maybe get an abduct off. But this giant army's down here because MARU's maxed out. There you go. Kills that hatch. Easily done. Lurkers, once again, taking tank shots. Yep. Trying to defend as much as they can here. Nidus erupts inside the main base. No, it doesn't. It gets killed immediately. Yeah, this hatch is down. The Nidus stuff isn't working. Nice lunge there. The income tab has been favoring MARU pretty heavily over the last 5 minutes. Another Nidus attempt. If only he can make some kind of a comeback through the power of Niduses. That is something that Zerg players are crossing their fingers for right now. Ooh, only one Marauder attacking it and a little bit late to the party. Oh, can you unload? He gets like 2 Lurkers out. Oh, the Nidus dies. The Lurkers die. They're just not trading very well, are they? Yeah, I feel like Lurkers have an average of about one kill per Lurker today. They're too expensive for that to be their fate. Okay, hold on. Forcing a liftoff on Maru's 5th base here. The distractions of the Niduses are maybe providing some openings for him here at this 5th base of Maru. Hydras are going to be able to kill that command center, unlike what Ultras or Lurkers or Zerglings or Banelings can do. So that's why adding Hydras into this current meta is excellent. Lurker Hydra, Lurker Hydra. Banelings could be good, but look at this. Solar retaking the 3 o'clock. He's got this 4th base back. Maru on 4 bases. He's re-landing. Well, he's landing the 5th, but I think he grabbed one of the command centers he's been building for a while now. 111 to 62 army supply for Maru is just a little too much, though, folks. Lurkers burrowing inside a Liberator Circle of Doom. Siege tanks getting big-time hits on these guys. It is all or nothing. Building armor on the way from Maru at this stage of the game because why not? What else do we need? We've got everything else we need to be happy. Nidus here is fun, I guess. Yeah, Maru holding on as hard as he can here. Fighting and scratching and clawing his way, hopefully to a victory, but it is looking tough as nails. Cracklings are here. I mean, they do great against smaller, isolated groups of siege tanks, marauders. Like, Lings are good at this stuff. They get that tank, which means a little bit of a lurker attack at this base later on could work out. Banelings, Blinding Cloud. And that's your GG. Yeah, 186 to 102 supply. That was not going to work out for Cyril. He knew that, and Maru gets the win in 17 minutes and 19 seconds. Impressive. Impressive showing. That's Maru. Again, Maru at the top of his game is so hard to stop. 7 hatcheries died. At least 3 more got canceled, so we'll give that a 10-kill hatchery situation in 17 minutes for Maru, which is insane. He did lose a planetary. Okay. He did lose a command center, too. All right. All right. Look, Solar gave some damage as well, but 30,000 to 20,000 resources lost is tough. 14 medevacs died, which is a high number considering there were no corruptors or mutas in this game. The Hydras did a very good job there. Only 4 ghosts were made, and I don't think they did a lot. Maybe an EMP was tossed down on that final battle, but they weren't needed. Because you don't make them against Hydraling Bane. Maru knew it, and he got the win. So, GG. Really fun ZVZ there. And, yeah, I mean, not too surprised. Not too surprised by this result, but that was some good stuff there from Maru anyway. So, excellent stuff. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void in 2025. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch. We also got TikTok and Blue Sky. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.